Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Dylan here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 3 of the best controller settings for linear to use in Fortnite. I'm going to be showing you guys a low sensitivity, a medium sensitivity, and a high sensitivity that I really recommend, and I'm going to show you guys why I really recommend these settings, and why you guys should be playing on these settings as well. So if you guys are just looking for some new settings to try out, or if you guys want to know my settings, definitely stay to the end of the video. And real quick, before we get into the video, up on the screen I have the V-Buck giveaway winner of this week. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday, so if you guys want a chance to enter my next giveaway, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you guys do turn on those post notifications so you guys get notified for every single new video. And lastly, comment down below either your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account, and you guys will be automatically entered into the next giveaway. And also, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do is go down to the bottom, click on support a creator, type in my code. My creator code is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to show you guys the best sensitivities to use in Fortnite. Now, although a lot of you guys either play on a lower sensitivity, maybe you guys play somewhere in the middle, and some of you guys play on a high sensitivity. And when I was making settings videos, I really was only focusing on a specific sensitivity. Maybe I was focusing on a lower sensitivity or maybe a medium. So I wanted to give you guys 3 sensitivities to try out. So if you like high sensitivity, I have one for that. If you like low sensitivity, I have one for that. And if you like a medium sense, I also have a sensitivity for that. So going into my settings, these are going to be my low sensitivity settings. Now, the first setting you want to change is going to be your build mode sensitivity. That is going to be 2.3. Your edit mode is going to be a 2.5 with a X and Y sensitivity of a 44% on both. So horizontal and vertical speed of 44%, and then your look sensitivity, your ADS sensitivity, is going to be on 10. Now, the reason why I have a very high building and editing sensitivity, and I've been come to the realization over the, I would say, the past couple weeks, that when you start to improve with this game, you really have to play on a high building and editing sensitivity. And the reason being, the first reason could be if you're going against very good players, you're going to have to build and edit very quickly to get in and out of boxes, so box fights. And also the other reason is going to be getting third party. I've gotten third party so many games, and that's really one of the biggest factors on increasing my building and editing sensitivity, because being able to turn around very quickly, block off shots from multiple different directions, for me is essential, and I would highly recommend you guys playing on a high building and editing sensitivity. Now, how high you play on, obviously, I would just give my recommendations for the settings that I have and the ones that I'm showing you, but obviously you can play in a little bit higher or you can play in a little bit lower, but all in all, I would really recommend playing on a high building and editing sensitivity. It's going to help you if you're getting third party, and it's also going to help you when you're playing against very good players, but obviously you don't want to play on too high of a sensitivity, otherwise you're not going to be able to control it. But those are going to be my recommendations as far as building and editing sensitivity, and that's why I have a very high building and editing as opposed to my other sensitivities. And also, when you play on a high editing sensitivity, if you're close to the wall, so you're in a box fight, you need to get out of a tough situation, you're able to edit that wall very quickly if you're right next to it, because the closer you are to the wall, the more movement that you have to make the edit. It's kind of like if someone's in the very far distance, you only have to move your crosshair just a little bit, but if someone's maybe right next to you and they jump over to the left side of your screen, you have to look all the way across the screen. So even if they're closer to you, you have to move your stick more, and that's why I think having a high editing sensitivity can be very helpful. Now, as far as my ADS sensitivity, I do play on a 10, and for all the settings in this video, I have a 10 horizontal and vertical sensitivity. And I also want to show you guys the bottom part of the settings. I think I forgot to mention it when I was first making this video. So at the bottom of settings, as you can see, I play on no look damping time, linear settings, 10 dead zones, and my foot control setting, I have this off. When you have it off, for me, I'm pretty sure it reduces your input delay just a little bit, and I feel like I'm able to aim better with foot controller off, so I recommend having that setting off. And then for my dead zones, I have a 10-10. Now, that is as low dead zones as I can go without having major stick drift. Otherwise, I would play on lower dead zones, so these are just the bottom half of my settings, and the bottom half of these settings are the same for all the settings in this video. The only ones I changed really were my building, editing, and also my X and Y sensitivity. Everything else, as far as my ADS sensitivity, as far as my look or my dead zones, foot control, all of those are going to be the exact same through all the sensitivities. And for the medium settings, what I would recommend is a 2.1, a 2.3, and a 48% X and Y sensitivity. As you can see, the rest of the settings are exactly the same. The only thing I change are my building, editing, and then my X and Y sensitivity. Now, these are the settings that I currently play on. I prefer a medium sensitivity. I used to like lower sensitivities, but like I said, with all the quick building and editing that I have to do, and also if I'm going against good players, I feel like playing on a little bit of a medium to higher sensitivity is going to be very essential. So I do like a medium, but I'm not the biggest fan of high sensitivities because for myself, I really can't control them as well as I want to. Some of you guys might be able to, but for me, I really can't. So I really prefer a medium sensitivity, and that's the sensitivity I would recommend the most. But obviously, if you like the lower end sensitivity, then try that. It's only like a 4% difference as far as your X and Y, so it's not like a crazy drastic difference in between the low sensitivity and medium, just a little bit, but not too crazy if you want to play on both. So I really do like medium sensitivity. I feel like I'm able to hit my flick shots right. I feel like I'm able to hit all the shots that I need to. And going into the high sensitivity settings I would recommend, I would drop down your building to a 1.8, editing to a 2.1, and then your X and Y sensitivity to be a 55%. Obviously, some of you guys play on like crazy 70%, but I feel like anything above like a 55, I would consider a high sensitivity. So if I did play high sensitivity, I would play on this 56%, and the bottom rest of the settings are exactly the same. So for my ADS sensitivity, aim down sights, I play on a 10%, with 10% dead zones and also no foot controller. So the bottom half of the settings are exactly the same between all the settings, and that's just what I prefer. So these are going to be my high sensitivity settings. Now, like I said, some of you guys might not like the extremely high building and editing sensitivity. Obviously, I don't think it's too crazy, but it's definitely my building and editing on all the sensitivities are on the high end, and for the reasons that I mentioned. And when you're getting third party, being able to build that one by one around you very quickly, being able to build and edit out of boxes quickly as well against very good players is going to be essential. So that's why I do play on a high building and editing sensitivity across all the settings that I have. So those are going to be my best low, medium, and high sensitivity settings. Like I said, I do prefer the medium sensitivities, but playing on a high sensitivity, you really do have an advantage when it comes to flick shots. So low sensitivity is, I feel like, better for overall aiming. You are going to give up a little bit of your flick shots on low sensitivity because when you play on low, you're not able to flick as hard. Obviously, if you try to flick shot across your screen every shot, you're probably not going to be very accurate, but sometimes it's going to cost you on your flick shots, and playing on that high sensitivity can really give you that boost. But also playing on too high of a sensitivity, it can make it a little bit hard to control, which can affect your aim very negatively, and you're not going to be able to hit as many shots. So you want to find that good balance, and for me, that medium settings is going to be a good balance in between having a low enough sensitivity to where I'm able to control it, but I feel like high enough to the point where I'm still able to flick shot if I need to. If someone's, right behind me, I'm able to turn around fast enough to hit a flick shot, but not too fast to the point where I feel like I'm missing all of my shots. So for the sensitivity that I play on, I'll show it again. So for my building, I have it on a 2.1, my editing on a 2.3, and a 48% look and vertical speed, also everything else at the bottom. Now this sensitivity I've been playing on, so I would say for the past like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and I absolutely love these things. These are probably my favorite settings that I've tried out, just because the high building and editing sensitivity made a huge difference, and I've noticed major improvement on this game. And of course, for those guys who are looking to change your sensitivities, or if you guys did, it's going to be a little bit weird at first, especially if you're going from maybe like a low sensitivity to high, or maybe vice versa, where you go from a high sensitivity to a low sensitivity. It's going to feel a little bit different at first, but if you guys can get used to your sensitivities, especially the ones I showed in this video, I feel like you guys are going to have major improvements in this game, because I think these settings are extremely helpful and extremely good based on the current meta and the current things that I've seen. So having that high building and editing, and as well for me having that medium sensitivity for X and Y, is crucial to be able to win as many gunfights as possible and still be able to hit as many shots as I need to. So with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked it, make sure you guys do drop a like. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Make sure you guys do turn on my post notifications so you guys get notified for every single new video. And as well, I do live stream every single day on this channel. at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So every single day on this channel, I live stream. Make sure you guys do come by if you guys haven't, or if you guys just forgot what time I stream, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I will see you in the next video.